Okay, we are live. And hello, YouTube world. I am actually going to be doing some circle prospecting around a listing that we just sold last week. What's really special about the property we just sold last week is that I earned that business through circle prospecting last summer. So I circle prospected. Seller was about a year out at that point, and we sold her property. So now I'm recircling that community just to let them know that what we sold for, because we ended up selling for $60,000 over the list price. And because I was initially circle prospecting this community, it is super close to my house. It's like where I want to work, live, and do business. So I started this yesterday and I wasn't live doing it, but I ended up getting a pretty decent lead of somebody that had been thinking about moving, wasn't quite ready. So we are likely going to set up like a strategy type of meeting, where basically it's not like a meeting where they are going to be looking to move right now, but rather something that they're going to do in the future, but just need clarity in terms of like, what can they get for their house or what are really the next steps. So that was good. I kind of wish I got that one on live, but let's just finish off where we were. It's pretty late here today. I had some things to do with my kids this morning. So it's like 2:17 right now, which means my son's getting off the bus in about an hour. Let's see if we could knock out this list in an hour, which I think we should since we did some of it yesterday. Okay. And in the midst of all this, I am also trying to coordinate a cleanout company for one of our listings that are coming up. So I'm feeling a little all over the place, but I just need to focus. Let's get some time in. And I need to get my handy dandy list of tracking how many contacts I get and what the lead situation is. I think that if I could get two leads in this session, I think I'll be happy, but let's see how this goes. Okay. Select all, entire list. And I'm on my Mojo and I'm going to call from where I have left off. So actually I don't have many more to go through. So I have 67 dials to make. I'm hoping actually I'll finish this up before the hour, which gosh, I sure hope so. And then I'm probably going to hop onto another list. Okay. So here goes nothing. And I got to do my best to remember to mute this. That is like such a balancing act to multitask and talk and call and mute. It's kind of like ADHD. It's kind of crazy. Or ADD maybe. Okay. I have 2 viewers here right now. I'm going to guess my husband is one of them. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Second viewer, thank you for joining. Who are you? Could it be Adela? Let's see. Drop it in the chat here. I'm figuring out how to work this thing out. If it's not Adela, who are you? Thank you for joining. And what are you hoping to get out of this? Or rather, if you just stumbled across this channel, I'm a realtor that gets business through cold calling absolute strangers, No rhyme or reason am I calling when I'm doing circle prospecting, unless it's very specific to a community that we just sold in. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm calling in a community that I just sold last week. There were 8 offers. The property went for $62,000 over the list price, and it was a cash offer. So that is the premise of what these calls are going to be about. When I am circle prospecting, it is a pretty small community, so they'll likely know the street when I say it, and they'll be very familiar. So what I'm doing on my other screen before I start my dialer is I'm just pulling up the community and I'm pulling up the property just in case I kind of like need to switch back and forth and discuss maybe something more particular about the property. There's actually another home that just went under contract in that community. So I'm sure people are going to know about that one too. So I'll pull both of them up right now. And okay. Viewer number 2, who are you? Now it's like a mystery. You opened up a curiosity loop. Okay. Now my phone is blowing up with like clean out companies trying to get quotes for our seller here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should take this out so you guys could hear me. Wouldn't that be nice? All right.
You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer.
Adela, you opened up a curiosity loop. I wasn't sure who it was. How are you, girl? Okay, let's get started. All right, so there's only about 67 to call through. And then I'll kind of see where I'm at and how many contacts I have, which will determine the other my other list. So I just got a pickup, but what's so interesting about this pickup, and I hung up, and here's why I hung up. The person that answered is somebody that I had been prospecting for probably over a year now. And because I called this community before I sold in it, and I have this person's number, and I actually just reached out to them last week. So I don't want to be circle prospecting and cold calling them if I've already had a conversation with them. So not my favorite thing to do, but it's like, I'm not going to talk to them under this burner number. They already have my information and I've been communicating with them. Okay, so I'm going to trash that. Okay. So Della says, eating super late lunch. I'll be here for moral support. Thank you. I actually just had a late lunch.
Are you disrespectful, though? I'm not able to take your call.
I had a late lunch too. My daughter had a really sweet Mother's Day show. So I was doing.
Oh, you reached the mobile phone a bit smaller.
She had a Mother's Day show. So I was there this morning and then just ran a couple errands. And then my son gets home soon. So we'll see how much I can get done.
Please record your message.
Okay.
And you're trying to be available.
Oh, that was like breaking up a lot. Let's see. I haven't called it all today. We have like barely any expired that come up. And so circle prospecting is just what it's kind of been lately.
To the top.
I ended up putting myself on an MLS search where I basically get notified of all the canceled and expired listings. So then that way, when they do come up, So that way when they do come off, I could quick look them up right away and then be the first voice. And that way I'm not waiting until it basically repopulates the next day when they're getting crushed from everybody. So I just did that, but there's not a whole lot that have been coming through. We maybe get like, I don't know, 3 a day. Hello? Oh, sorry. I don't know if I've got the wrong numbers. Is this Alex by chance?
No, is this for the retinal?
It is no.
Issue?
No. I'm actually calling you completely out of the blue, and I don't even know if you could help me out or not. I don't suppose you're still the owner of the home. Oh, he hung right up. So, yes, that was a contact. I identified a homeowner. He hung up. He's not interested. He said something about, is this about the retinol? No, it is not. That is not why I was calling. Oh. I'm actually looking up what in the world he was talking about. Interesting. Retinol is a molecule crucial for vision, specifically for detecting light and converting it into signals of the brain. That makes sense. Dry ball. Okay, trash. Didn't answer. Wasn't interested. I'm feeling very distracted today. Like I'm making these calls, but I feel like my brain is somewhere else. It's not very helpful when I'm making these calls because I just have, I don't know, 1,000 things in my brain. Okay. First contact of the day and he hung up on me. That's how I like it. That's how it rolls. This thing's annoying. I feel like this phone thing never stays. Here we go.
Have reached McCusker family.
I cannot believe how quick these days come and go. I feel like it's the morning and the next thing I know, it's like 2 o'clock. I'm like, what just happened to the day? It's crazy. Okay. Yesterday I was calling and I had, hello?
Message. Have a great day.
I was calling yesterday and I feel like I had the worst pickup rate. I was doing a couple expireds and then some circling. But even the circles weren't good. I probably should have changed my number. I probably should have done it before. I know the days fly by. And I'm like, dang, where did the week go? And maybe I feel that way because sometimes I don't feel like my day is as productive as I think it's going to be.
Oh,
Maria?
yeah.
Oh, Maria, this is Ariella. I know you weren't expecting my call. I'm calling you out of the blue. I'm just a realtor. And before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
No, just take my name out of your calling list, please. Thank
You got it. Hey, take care. All right, 2 for 2, guys. Take me off your calling list. You got it, Maria. Let's see, Maria, how long have you lived here for? You sound like an original owner that's never going to leave. Let's see. Yep, you're an original owner. Shocker. Okay, that means you're staying forever. Yeah, take me off. Bye. Hello? Oh, I don't know what happened there. It looks like they picked up and hung up. Sometimes I feel like I don't say hello quick enough. So there's like a lag, and then they're like, spam or whatever.
To an automatic voice message system.
I feel like we just have to like make these calling sessions into like a game, right? Like otherwise it's boring anyway. It's super tedious. But it's so funny. Like I think back a lot to when I first started calling, and like if somebody would be like, take me off your list, I'd be like mortified. I'd hang up. It would honestly mess up my entire mood for the day. And now I'm like, it literally, like I feel like a robot. Like I don't really feel it. I don't really care. But it's like just so crazy how before I was so like, it really messed with my mind. So I think it's just about getting those reps in, really. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Yeah, I think there probably is a lag. I'll probably have to run through this list again. But what's cool is even if they're like, oh, take me off your hello?
Hello, we are not available.
Even if they're like, take me off your list. Okay, that's fine, but they're about to get a postcard from me. Like, probably it just got sent out, so they'll probably get it by the end of this week or this weekend. So can't run away from me. Come on. 14 minutes to contacts. Lovely. Oh, I'm like negotiating these dang inspections, and like these inspections like kill me sometimes, like the reply to inspection. So we're negotiating, well, we just got done negotiating one listing and we're finally moving forward. Seller ended up giving some credit, but they had the most ridiculous things on their response list post inspections. I actually need to post about this. One of their things said that the bathroom fan, like the vent, was too loud. And we're like, no, you didn't really just put that on your inspect. Like it was so, it was so petty. I like didn't even understand what I was reading. It was insane. And now we have another. So we're past that one. We're negotiating a second listing of inspections, and it's like just such a drag. And then we have inspections on our other listing this week, which we'll see. Let's see. Have you ever gotten a call from a postcard? Yes. Hello? Oh, hi. I don't know if I've got. Yeah, is this Shweta? I wasn't sure if I had the wrong number.
Yeah, this is Shweta.
Oh, Shweta, this is Ariella. I know you weren't expecting a call from me. I'm just a realtor. But before you hang up, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really in office right now, middle of a call. My apologies. And I'm not in the market for either buying or selling.
Hey,
But
no.
thank you.
Yeah, you got it. You take care. Okay, not in the market for buying or selling. Goodbye. People are being very straightforward with me today. Yes, I have gotten business through postcards, but I'm strategic with where and who I send them to. So I'm only sending them, of course, to like a neighborhood that I want to keep doing business at and a neighborhood that I'm actually calling. Otherwise, like if you don't hit them more than a couple times, it doesn't make sense. When I first started in the business, one of our investors let me put his flip up for sale. And it was the very first property I sold. And then I sent a just sold postcard. So I sent them out. And then like a couple months later, I just got a random call of someone that got my postcard. And then I sold her house. I helped her get into a rental. We cultivated this relationship, and I have done several other transactions through her referrals for her just getting my just sold card. It was crazy. And then I also send postcards in this community here that I work at. It's a 55 and up community. And I was circling, calling, and I never ended up speaking to this one woman, but she got my card. She saved it. And then ended up calling me. So I have gotten business through that. But, hello?
Oh, right now, but if you leave a brief message.
It's one of those things where sometimes I wonder, like, is it just luck? Because it can be a strategy. I think it's just like everything else. It's just a numbers game. I think that's what it is. But I'm not consistently farming a neighborhood where they're getting stuff from me all the time. So yeah. It's hard to say, honestly, if it's a return on my investment. I think for me, it's more about like, are these the communities that I want to be Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Kathleen?
Yeah.
Kathleen, this is Ariella. I am calling you just out of the blue here. I know you weren't expecting a call from me. I'm just a realtor. And before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Sure.
Thanks. I will keep this super brief. Your neighbor over here and they ended up with $60,000 over the list price. And while I realize this might be a long shot, I don't suppose you had any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Did you?
Not at this time. No, not at this time.
Got it.
Things might change, but as far not within, no, we're not, we're staying where we're at.
Yeah, no, and I totally respect that. I figured it was a long shot. Well, when you say not at this time, is that just because the way the market is, or you're like, Ariella, go kick rocks. I love my neighborhood and I'm never leaving.
No, it's just that right now I've been here a long time. Since the house was built, and so we're gonna stay here for a while. We're eventually gonna retire stuff, but I'm gonna to stay here. We're not planning on going anywhere. Not yet. So it's gonna be a while before we decide to move.
Yeah, I don't blame. I'm sure you know that if and when that day ever comes, you're not going to have any issues selling the house. I think it's usually a matter of where in the world are you going to go, and is it going to financially make sense?
True. And then right now, one child does live home, and she will live with us until she's special needs. So, but my other son's with us. My one son's with us right now. But he's probably going to move out. But so we'll see. The three of us are in the house for a while. I mean, we could change our mind, but we like where we are. It's really pretty here. Like I said, we've been in the house since it's been brand new. We like it. We've done a lot of changes. I don't know if you would have moved and change somewhere else. Unless, we could find something that was possibly new but smaller. But at this time, I think we're better off where we are at right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So I actually they're just relocating closer to their son, just family. Yeah.
Neighbors, and we're really grateful and happy for them that they did well. Really, they've been here as long as we have. I mean, they were probably in before. We're like the second phase of the
Okay.
builders way back. Yeah. So you're in one. What is she? 44? She'll be 45. And then I have the other two that are younger.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we've been like my oldest was like in when we was here, and the other kids were.
Here, I guess.
Now, okay, we're in the. It's sorry to be kind of running around trying to get. We had we bought a shore house back in 2012. Sandy storm, and then we had renters in it because my son was in his last year of college. Beginning of college, my last one, and we were like, oh my god, we haven't even started to pay for that. So anyway, long story short, we had one set of renters for our first year, and then we found these renters, and they've been in it since, and then they moved out in April. So they've been there all these years.
Wow.
And it's a 2 bedroom, 3 bath, like 2 full and a half bath. And it looks over to the Bay and Brigantine. We have it, and we're fixing it up, painting it, because like I said, they've been in there a long time. And so eventually, I mean, it's nice having a smaller place. Like I said, it's only 2 bedroom, but we don't want to be down there full time. So and we're going to go back and forth. But I know eventually we'll probably downsize. But like I said, if we down something, I know, what we're paying right now, we're in a consistent interest and all. So yeah, I don't see any plans as of yet. But you never know. If you have something that's interesting, let us know.
Yeah, no,
You never know.
that makes sense. I guess when you say interesting, because I come across a lot of interesting things, but I think that we all have different definitions of interesting. I know you mentioned maybe something smaller
Right.
and newer.
We moved in here. The houses were so different way back. Like I've been through newer homes now, and like we had everything builder grade. My husband does building materials, so we know what builder's grade is, and then there were certain upgrades, but the upgrades were nothing
Right.
like the people are getting today.
Oh, yeah.
So we've done things like put in bookcases, and I just had floors laid in the dining room and the kitchen, or the living room, because I didn't want to get rugs. But I mean, at least we had a fireplace, but we had bookings made into it on either side. We've done, like carpet floors up in our bedroom, cathedral ceiling, and then we have a basement done. My husband has his office down there, but what is it? The other parent, he's in the shit. But those people that sold their house didn't even finish their basement, and
Yeah.
they sold it.
The one that we just sold on
Beautiful. They did a good job.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
actually had, I was gonna say they had a lot of like the secret things upgraded that you don't see, right? Like the roof, the windows, all those things were addressed also in like the last couple of years. So they did have some of like the
Was
big,
it either?
yeah, I think the heater was newer, but it wasn't brand new. But yeah, they had the new roof, the new windows, the new driveway. They renovated the bath. Like they did a bunch of things in there. But I mean, there's certainly value in having a finished basement, certainly. So
Yeah, I was wondering what they're going more for, because we had granite and stuff in the kitchen, but we had like, it was a little upper, but it's oak. A lot of people are going for the newer. But yeah, I like the farmhouse look, and I'm kind of like old school kind of that way. I like the oak with the house, because that's how it came.
yeah,
But yeah.
we actually suggested in preparation for them to sell because I had been in touch with them over like the last 12 months, and usually that's kind of what happens. Like when I make these kind of phone calls that are totally out of the blue, it is rare that anybody is like starting to pack up their house and consider moving. It's usually anywhere between like a 12 and 18-month process of even like marinating in the idea of it. So previously, before even coming on the market, we had suggested that they just get their kitchen cabinets painted, professionally painted. And so they were the original cabinets, but the original ones were almost like this tan. It wasn't oak, it was like this tan, like this mauve tan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They all everybody showed their hands and did different things.
Yes.
From them. Yeah.
So we ended up getting one of our painters out there just to get a quote. I don't even know how much it was, but it was certainly worth the return on the investment for sure. And it was mostly because of just how buyers are going to walk in and perceive a property, even though it's not a fully upgraded kitchen. It was fresh, and someone could live there for many more years before even needing or wanting to do anything. So yeah, we had been talking to them for quite some time, but I realized that this is incredibly too premature of a conversation, it sounds like, to even have any say in moving. I guess, Kathleen, would it offend you if I stayed in touch and shared with you how things are going within the neighborhood as far as value?
Yeah, that's good. Because I know eventually my husband does the lawn. At least we do our tail in Brigantine, but I'm thinking like I don't want to be worrying about eventually. We have the ground pool also, and so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I think we're going to keep it and go forth and use it, during the summer stuff. But are people, if something happens, are they looking for pools, or do you find people have to take some help if they end up selling the house?
Yeah, so it depends. So what I will say is pre-COVID pools were kind of a liability. It almost was more of a headache than what it's worth. But then ever since COVID had happened, pools are definitely gaining more value. Now, I know you said you're an above ground pool, so I think it just depends on the setup, right? Like, is it built into a deck? Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's made of the track material. since 2003, but it's sturdy. It's not going anywhere. That's why we keep the bowl up.
Yeah.
And actually, we use it, but it has been a railing going around the pool, and then it has the big rail, sturdy rail around the deck. And then it gets up the ladder lifts up mop because when we got it, my kids were younger. We had a lot of young kids in the neighborhood, so
Got
I
it.
didn't want anybody getting in it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So I think it just depends on the setup, but generally it's becoming more of a desired amenity as opposed to it being like a
Right.
headache. So I wouldn't suggest getting rid of it. So here's what I'm happy to do. I know there's no reason to even consider a meeting at this point, but what I'm happy to do is I know I'm just a complete stranger that called you out of the blue. I'd love to just send you an email with my resume so you can at least put a face to our conversation. And then that way, when things do come up, I'm happy to share with you what those values look like and how they can be beneficial to you and your family just down the road. Would that be reasonable?
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Kathleen, what's the best email for you typically? My name's Ariella again. So I will send that over to you. I'm happy to just keep you posted on what's going on. And if or when that day does come, I would certainly love the opportunity to earn your trust if you're not opposed to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Listen, have a wonderful summer and I look forward to connecting down the road.
Okay, thank you. Have a great
Thank
day.
you. You too. Bye-bye. Not too shabby. Gosh, my phone is like blowing up. I'm like getting so distracted. So she's not ready now. And she probably won't be ready for quite some time. But this is a neighborhood that I want to be a part of. So I'm going to save her information. I'm going to actually send her a thank you card. So every time I get a lead, and I guess I would consider this a lead. I mean, the only downside is, you know what, I actually won't consider this a lead because I don't have an established timeline, right? She can't tell me when it would make sense to give her a call. But either way, I'm going to send her a thank you card. I'm going to send her, this is what I actually just got that I'm going to send her. I got this idea from my friend Adela, but I ended up getting different type of packaging. So these, because it's springtime, I got these seeds, Forget Me Not. So when I go in and I send my thank you card, I'm going to drop a business card in here and I'm going to drop my seeds and I'm going to sign Forget Me Not with my name. And then hopefully she'll plant them and we'll kind of see how that goes. And then I'm going to send her 2 sets of cards and here's why. One is just going to be my business card with like the back of our thing. And the other one is, my girlfriend Adela gave me this idea too. I have these magnets. I never ordered magnet business cards. I'm trying to recycle what I have, but this is just a sticker. This peels off. I stick this right on here and she can pop it right on the fridge. So she gets a magnet, a business card, and Forget Me Not with these pretty thank you cards. So I'm going to put her in as a super ice cold lead, but I have her email address. She gave me permission to stay in touch with her, let her know about the market. So she is going to go on to my HomeBot, which is basically my monthly market report that goes out. It is automated, so I love it. You just have to be careful with it because sometimes the values are like so wonky and I don't want to like upset people and make them feel like their house is way less than what it's really worth. So usually when I have my assistant plug it in, I'm like, let me know what this value is first. And then I can determine if I want, because I could tweak it too. So I'm just going to write some notes to my assistant so she knows what to do here. And then I'm also, because this then gets carried over to Follow Up Boss, it's integrated. I tell my assistant what tags to put on here. So that we've established these core tags that gets put for every single contact, which usually is like the zip code, the county, like kind of like specs of the property, school district, things like that. And then I create my own tags that through our conversation. So for example, this tag is original owner, future seller. I'm going to put the name of the community because that's important for me to know. And then she'll add in addition to all of that. So we've got that. Got this. I'm going to change the names because her husband's name is here. Kathleen. And I'll pop her last name in here. Okay, now I'm going to put her under, I feel like I should make another stage that is just literally hot, cold lead. Okay, so contact. That conversation took some time, so I'm still going to try to get through this list in the next like 20-ish minutes, which means that I'd be calling for only an hour today, but it is what it is. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Hello?
Hi, okay, I do one of those things again. I hung up because I spoke to this homeowner in February and I misplaced her in where I needed her to be. So I'm going to just totally move her altogether. Okay. Next record. Okay. While this thing's going, I am going to catch up on some of my text messages. Okay.
You're still live?
I'm still live. I got one.
I thought myself, it's so creepy.
I just got a quote from somebody.
650?
I'm sorry.
That's 650?
Who said 650?
The guy that you have.
Hello?
So lately, TV script.
Sorry, say that again.
The guy you had me send pictures to.
Oh, he already gave us a quote?
Yeah.
Oh, how much?
650.
Oh. That's better. I just got someone give me 1,000.
I thought 650 was pretty good too. It costs $600 for a dumpster and 650 for a dumpster plus you install labor to take that stuff out.
And the guide for $1,000 isn't available until May 17th, which is next Saturday. That's not going to work.
And this guy got potential to do it today.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I didn't see that come through. Unfortunately, that's not going to work in regards to timing, and this came in a little higher than several others we got, period. I'd love to keep you in mind for the future, period. I appreciate it. Okay. Did you just heat something up?
Yeah, the egg muffins.
Oh, I'm hungry again. Okay, I'm going to email one more person.
Hello.
Hi, Shane.
Speaking.
Oh, Shane, this is Ariella. I am calling you way out of the blue here. I know you weren't expecting a call from me. I'm just a realtor. And before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Sure.
Thanks. I'll keep it really brief. Your neighbor's house here on And while I know this might be a long shot, I don't suppose you had any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Did you?
I just never know what the future holds. Not necessarily in any rush to get out of here, especially with we have two kids entering the elementary school phase, so the neighborhood is kind of prime for us at the moment. But again, I really, unless something came up that would allow for me to get to a nice, a property maybe with a little bigger land and even swap with rates going down. I don't know. It's not something we talked about, but I wouldn't say no to just at any point in time.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Usually, here's what's funny. Usually, when I make these calls, it's usually, hey, we were thinking about it, or it's a hard no, and they want to be drug out of that house. But it sounds like you might be open-minded in the future, only if financially it made sense. But as I hear you talking, because I have kids in the school district too, I almost wonder, like, why even go through the chaos of even considering a move if you're in a great community and you have kids that are utilizing the school district, right?
Yes. No, yes. One in now and one in the next week. It's just another property that would make sense. But right now, no, that conversation really has not come up, especially with the way the market is and things of the housing nature are unfolding. So again, to answer your question, it's not a hard no, but it would take a act of God of good fortune to maybe to consider it and say, oh, we can do this, and it'll make a lot more sense. But again, we're stranger things that happen.
Yeah. No, I think that's reasonable. I guess before I let you go, when you say if something came up that made sense, you're talking about staying within the school district, but just having more space. And I know you mentioned a pool.
I mean, sure, could love a swimming pool would be nice. I personally love more land in between neighbors. Obviously, those are two things that would catch an eye, to say the least. But I would say we're comfortable where we are. But that's I wouldn't want to leave the school district. I wouldn't want to go anywhere that right up with my family. But down the block, across the road, a town nearby that's still in the school district that had a property that was financially manageable and make sense to move for benefits of that nature would probably be the only reason we would think about it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Well,
which is a tall list to probably narrow down in the way things are. So.
Oh, it is. I would never sugarcoat this. This sounds like a multiple years away if something comes up, unless, to your point, something magical comes up, and likely something that is totally off market. Because the moment a home in this school district that has land and an open pool, there's going to be competition. So it's
Yeah.
it's
It's more of a pipe dream. I get it. I really haven't put too much thought into it.
yeah, no, and I appreciate you
Yeah,
sharing.
If something came up and it would require a lot of chicks to fall in line.
Got it. Well, I guess before I let you go, I guess here's something you should know. I'm making these cold call out of the blue, speaking to strangers every single day. I guess if I happen to come across something that I'm like, oh, maybe Shane would like this, maybe this would be worth a conversation, would it be incredibly too premature to just send it over to you and see if it would even make sense financially?
Listen, if it helps you and it helps me, I have certainly no disagreeing with that. I mean, if something pops up off market or someone says, "Hey, I'm thinking about moving," yeah, I would be open to it. Again, it would be, I'm pretty sure it's just a long shot. But yeah, if something came up, I would always absolutely take a chance just to see if it did make sense. But who knows?
Yeah, I think that's
It could not, but it's
That-
reasonable to request. I mean, yeah.
yeah, that's fair enough. And I'm sure you saw the one over on your street that just went up to.
To it, I haven't. But I've probably passed it each day. And Iron Hill, maybe? Iron Hill Realty? Which one? I don't know. There's one sign that's right up the road.
Yeah.
I found it, but that's the one you're referring to.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Iron Hill sounds like a restaurant though, but it sounds good.
I have never idea. It's Iron something. I actually sitting next to one of the family when I heard someone time and looked them up and people know well for themselves. So
Got it.
yeah,
Okay.
Iron something Realty.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Iron Valley. I got you.
Iron Valley, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. So here's what I'll do. I know you have no idea who I am. You'll probably never remember me again if I call you up in 6 months, but I'm happy to send you an email with my resume. You could put a face to our conversation. And if for some off crazy chance the stars align and I find something that I think might be curious to you, I'm certainly happy to send it your way. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, well, by all means, I'm always open to something.
Yeah, fair enough. Shane, what's the best email for you typically?
It's Shane, SHANE, PHANNA.
Is that okay? Gmail. Got it. Okay. I'm happy to send that over. Again, my name's Ariella. I'll send this over. You'll know who I am. And like I said, if anything comes across, I'll send it your way. But if you ever want to run anything by me, certainly feel free to use me as a resource if you ever need to. Okay.
All right, perfect.
All right. Thanks, Shane. Have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you. Too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. That's a contact. That is definitely not a lead. There was zero motivation here. He reminded me of one of those people that are like, yeah, I'll sell my house if I could get $2 million, like kind of that unrealistic kind of thing. But I captured an email address. He'll get my resume. I'm going to put him on HomeBot so he can kind of see his values. And then honestly, if I want to stay top of mind and I come across something and I'm like, oh, great, let me just that's fine. No harm, no foul, but that is not the lead. But it is someone that's open-minded and I captured an email address. So I'm just going to run with it. I'm going to make notes for my assistant here. Please hold on. All right, keep that. It's just a super ice cold lead.
Can you forward that as an email, please?
With like the logins and stuff.
Yeah, I can't find it right now.
Okay, send. Okay, contact. So this guy, I'm not going to send a thank you card because there was just no motivation there. Like the other lady, when I was talking to her, there was so much hesitation. Like, not yet, not yet. She kept saying that, but yeah.
Now for 10 winters, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Okay. My inbox is just like completely crazy right now. I'm actually surprised I'm not blowing through this list more. I feel like the conversations I'm having are taking longer than they normally do, which is fine. Hello?
Hey, it's Deanna. Leave me a message.
Gosh, that was a huge pause. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm sending one more thing to a clean out company. Copy. Okay. Oh shoot. I don't know why this hung up. Ah, shit. That was so weird. Mojo just literally hung up out of nowhere. I'm like determined to get through this freaking list.
Your connection be. You are now logged into the Moto dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
All right, 35 more calls. Let's roll. Or contacts, rather, I should say. Hello?
At the tone, please record your message.
You said that other guy was 650?
Mm-hmm. It's in the text message, yeah.
All I see is pictures. I literally don't. But
Yeah, so hey, it's no problem. I can take everything with me, guys. How's 650 for everything?
Hello, we are not available now.
what did you say?
I haven't responded yet.
Maybe he just texted you separately.
No, that's in the group text.
My phone's being weird. I would just say like, hey, I'll share it with the seller and see what they want to do, kind of thing, just to buy us some time to see where everybody else comes in. And he's also asking like, how is 650? Well, that's it.
He's just old school. Like I wouldn't.
Like you think that's reasonable?
I think it's very reasonable, and I would establish a relationship with him and not just beat him up right away.
Yeah.
And he's quick too, because he can.
Yeah.
Out.
Hello?
It's 215-491.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just see. I got 2 more people I'm waiting for quotes.
Okay.
Great! Exclamation point.
2602.
Great! Exclamation point. Can you please share your email address so I can send you pictures of the items? Period. Thought maybe that might be helpful for you to quote? Question mark.
Been forwarded to voicemail. The person
These pickups. Oof. Hello?
speech is not available. Please leave your message for
Joe Yellen.
Yeah, I definitely thought it would be more than. I think I kind of thought it would be like $1,000. I guess we'll see. Hello?
when you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Oof.
It's voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not a
I've been calling for an hour and I only have 5 contacts. That is actually really bad for being Circle Prospect. I should be getting at least like, a minimum of 7, but more like 10 to 12 within an hour. 10, I think, would be more reasonable, especially for a Circle Prospect. I always wonder if I need to. Hello? Hello? Jill?
This is her daughter.
Oh, got it. Hey, I'm sorry about that. I have another number here I'll try. Sorry for bothering you.
Wait, who is this?
Sure, this is Ariella. I know you guys don't know who I am. I was at 10.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Hey, sorry about that. No worries. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
You too. Bye-bye. So they said they already sold. Oh, snap. They sold last year. Wow. Oh, they have a nice house. I remember this one. They sold last year and oh, they have an in-ground pool. They got a pretty penny for this one. Okay. Should have called them a year and a half ago. Trash. I'm calling that a contact.
Continue this call in English.
Okay. All right, come on. We got about 20 more dials to make, 20 more contacts. I'm determined to finish this. Hello?
Again, press any key to continue.
Kinlan.
Hi, Technical Valentine. I'm not able to take the call right now. It's Kat. Leave a message and I'll call you back in my car.
Hello? Heather?
What?
Oh, Heather? Hi there. This is Ariella. I know you weren't expecting my call. I'm kind of calling you out of the blue. I'm just a realtor, but before you hang up, I will be super brief because I figured this might be a long shot, but the home we sold here on 217 worries. You take care, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye. A really freaking discombobulated call. Just trying to mute and I switched the camera and I'm a mess today. I am a mess. I don't even know what I was saying. Okay. So that was trash. Do not call. Hello?
At the tone, please record.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've got the wrong number. I was looking for Denise.
This is sure.
Oh, Denise, this is Ariella. I know I'm calling you way out of the blue here. I'm just a realtor, and before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Sure.
Thanks. I'll keep it super brief. I just sold your neighbor's house here. $1,000 above the list price. And while I know this might be a long shot, I don't suppose there were any future plans on considering a move if it made sense. Were there?
Now we're going to be here for our interest rates still low. We're going to be here for a long time.
I can't blame you. I cannot blame you. I guess knowing that you're going to be here for quite some time, I don't suppose you have any neighbors you want to see me get rid of, do you?
We don't really talk to too many of them, so they all seem pretty nice.
Got it. Got it. Hey, no worries. I appreciate you taking my call, okay?
Sure.
Alrighty, you take care.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.
Cut and dry. Cut and dry. Trash. Oh, I was hoping to get done before my son came home. He just got home from the bus, and I still have 15 more contacts. Let's go. I need to get pumped up about this.
Hi.
Hi.
There's no.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
I'm on video. How are you?
you?
Yeah, I'm actually live on YouTube.
You're kidding.
No, come see on this side.
Go look at Papa's screen.
Well, now,
No, there's
please leave your name and phone number.
I'm on YouTube.
not a delay.
Didn't I tell you that I have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Let's see. Papa me.
How's your day?
Good. We're gonna go.
Okay, I'm live, so with you. The whole world's gonna see you. Hello, David. Hello.
What is it?
Oh,
Hello?
David.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. David, this is Ariella. I am calling you, gosh, just way out of the blue here. I'm just a realtor, and before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
No, I don't have any places for sale.
No worries. You have a wonderful day. Don't have any places for sale. Okay, that definitely sounds like an original owner. Let's see. Was I right? Can I laugh about this? Original owner, let's see. Yeah. Yes, it is. Oh, wait, actually, bless you. No, I was wrong. He sounded like an original owner. He is not. It's disappointing. He definitely sounded like one.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
All right, I feel like I'm catching up with these contacts. 5, 6, 7, 8 contacts. Wait, I missed that one. 9 contacts in an hour and 12 minutes. Let's go. As I'm doing this, I'm sending. Hello? Hello? Randy? Okay, no answer.
I don't understand. The second grade is too hard for me.
Yeah, they like ask trick questions.
Hi, Molly. Please leave a message and I'll call you.
Hello? Hello? Randy? Hello? It's so creepy when people answer but don't say anything.
9788349. Please leave a message down.
What's up, baby? Got like 3 more calls to me.
Cool.
Are you like my handy dandy?
Oh,
Are you like
when
that
was
picture?
that?
Easter.
Oh yeah. You're handy dandy like this. Like
No, hold on, because if somebody answers, I can, but I'm gonna leave it here like this for a minute so I can finish up 3 more calls.
No.
And then I'm done, and then I'm all yours. Great, exclamation point. I just sent you an email, period. Let me know if for some reason you didn't get that, question mark. When you get a moment, comma, if you don't mind sharing a quote with me, comma, I can share that with my client. And also,
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At this tone, please record your message. When
what does your availability look like? What does your availability look like? Question mark.
So, do you understand why this one is important?
All right, last dial.
Why?
Like the Darwin like apply for like kind of like a setting.
So what's the dialogue?
Like kind of like a play or a show.
No, dialogue is a conversation. Like people are talking. So if we're saying like which is an example of a dialogue from the play. The dialogue is like when they had a conversation in the play. And the conversation that they had was around going to Florida in the spring. The she wanted to go sledding, right? So dialogue would be when they were talking about Florida. The family is packing, it's just a setting. It's like what they're doing. They're packing.
7,
The dialogue is
All right, that was my last.
and you can-
And that was my last call.
your calling session is now complete. All
Okay.
have been called based on your call settings and advanced filters. To log out of the dialer,
All right, I'm all done. That is the end of my session. So I ended it with an hour and 15 minutes of calls and 9 contacts. So not too bad. No real leads, but somebody that I am going to send my thank you card with the forget me not. And join me next time as I talk to complete strangers, and have a great day.